pulling out. Right, for those of you who are more advanced, I'm always breaking posture, pulling out his lapels. He's posturing, I'm pulling out lapels. I want to pull out both sides. I have this lapel for the arm trap. I have this lapel for the shoulder trap. So as I possibly break his posture down, I'm going to take this lapel and I'm going to feed it for a shoulder control. Here, just to keep his posture down around the neck, I have a good control here. I'm using my knees to pull him in. He's fighting for posture. I have a good strap right here. Okay? It is taking him a lot more energy and effort to regain posture. Without posture, he probably won't pass. You don't have to let him up here. You can make him work by constantly shifting their balance and making them work. He's probably going to feel threatened by one arm or the other. And let's say he'll push with his left hand. Yes, right here, because I'll let him. He pushes it off his head. And I have my left hand here, and I'm going to feed this control right here. Okay? Might get a little bit of COVID cough there. No, just kidding. So I'm feeding it to my right hand. It enables me to control his shoulder. It enables me to also break his posture, which enables me to have more access to X chokes, palm down. The X choke palm up from here won't work, but the palm down will as I shift this weight all the way to my left, and I'm going to grab the whole lapel. Okay? Whether you grab it here, but I want to grab the lapel. I don't want to grab the shoulder because this is all loose. I want to grab the actual lapel. Whether you got the whole thing, there's a handle here. I'm going to close my forearms here, preferably turn to my left side, and from here I'm going to pull my right elbow to my hip, framing his head. But my right hand has this lapel and I want to be under his chin. So I tilt him with my knees. I'm going to grab the lapel here, forearms together, crunch, and I'm going to pull this right elbow into the left frame. Okay. The beauty of this, so here I broke his posture down, I fed it here, 2 hands. Here, as you see, it's literally like a bar on his back, and I can guide it up to the Yamakizzle, down to the Yamaneck, and keep breaking the posture. Give him a little bit of eye razor here in the spirit of Professor Phil. So as Mike's trying to do a posture up, I kind of let him posture up, tilt him this way here. As my right hand feeds here, my knees are tilting him to my left, and so is my hand. I'm like punching here. I'm going to grab right there. Forearms together. You can finish it here by guiding his forehead to my left shoulder and my left shoulder to his forehead here. I'm pulling my right elbow back and my left elbow down to my hip so that I can pull his shoulder, face into my shoulder, his forehead. You really want to get it even more powerful. Turn on your left side more, tilt him, and then bring him down and choke him with your hip. Okay? Do it facing that way. Broke down his posture here. I fed maybe this lapel here. Grab it right as a strap like this. Okay? As he's posturing up, I pull him to my left, feed my right hand, keep him to my left, grab here, right hand, finish. It doesn't have to be super deep, but your forearms have to be together. The great thing about breaking down the posture this way, just to show you what we're gonna work into, is as I'm here and I'm breaking down the posture, if he keeps his head to his right and doesn't let me feed it, I also can begin to feed a baseball setup here, okay, where I can begin to let him pass, and then maybe he'll pass. And then I begin to set up a baseball choke that Andrew loves, or this little doozy that you probably haven't seen before. So as I go here, breaking his posture, he pushes my elbow off, going to my left, fed it here. He starts posturing with this arm right here. I get this right here. If you notice, my legs over here, and my right hand has the collar. Okay. So this is basically like a high guard and leg over. So I push and pull. So you see what goes on here. This is like a lapel shoulder trap contour choke. But it's harder to do with this right here because this little collar you can catch it, but it's loose. This one right here is very tight, and I've never really seen anybody doing it this way until Jordan here. 1, 2, he starts posturing with this hand. Like, see, I change the angle, put my legs over, and just do that left leg over. Here, he starts shifting his weight, kind of posturing up, wanting to shift his weight this way. And you shift your hips, and if you notice, this hand is on the neck, and I guide it feet cross. And if you don't go for this arm, it's totally useless. Not useless, but that's not your fun.
So you're choking. You're not armbar.
Yeah. It's like a lapel shoulder chop. Little leg over and lapel in.
The blade is right there.
And the blade of my wrist is always choking. Remember, you have a flat part of your wrist and a blade. Always be choking with the blade, because when you choke with the flat part, it's not as efficient and your wrist will bend. Here, you have this bone, and it's perfectly created by God in order to fit on his right side of the carotid. It's perfect. God talks about grappling and submissions and stuff here. So here, go here, your posture's up, and I pull him to my left. It's very kind of leveragey, because I use my knees also to pull him. My left, you do here, and all you do is punch to your left, grab right there, forearms together, forehead to shoulder, shoulder face. That's the piece. All right, let's try that first. 1, 2, 3. Shoulder face.